Montana is the fourth largest state, but it's the 44th largest population in the United States. That's just 7 people per square mile. And that isolation makes it really hard for large companies or large industries to be attractive for a lot of workers to get people to move there. So for people looking for isolation just to get away from other people, that may sound really, really attractive. But for people who are looking for career mobility or people that are looking to connect with other people, might not sound so good. Let's talk about the reasons that Montana is a place that people do not want to live. First of all, Montana is no stranger to weather extremes. Temperatures range from about -70 degrees in the winter to over 100 degrees in the summer. Add in the snowstorms, the high winds, long winters. It is not for the faint of heart. This kept settlers away in the early days and still deters people today. So if you're not into snow tires and chopping wood and stocking up for the fall, you may want to pass on Montana. The second thing, and I've mentioned this before, is there's really limited job opportunities there. The job market in Montana, it's small and it's extremely specialized. Outside of agriculture, mining, tourism, and some emerging tech hubs in cities like Bozeman and Billings, there just aren't very many options. The state has around 30,000 open positions at the start of 2025, but many of those are in trades, retail, and seasonal work. If you're self-employed, remote, retired, it's absolutely perfect for you. But if you're trying to climb the corporate ladder, it's not going to work. Third reason that people generally aren't going to flock to Montana is the availability of healthcare. Montana's vastness becomes a real major issue when you need medical care. Hospitals and clinics are few and far between outside of the cities, and routine visits might be fine, but if you need specialized treatment or you need something in a hurry, that might mean a 4-hour drive. It's one of the biggest reasons that older buyers or people with chronic conditions usually are going to avoid the area. The next thing is there's very limited entertainment in Montana. If you need things like concerts, comedy shows, art galleries, or pro sports to actually feel alive, you're going to be bored to death. Most towns have local bars, maybe a seasonal event, there's rodeos, and that's part of the charm for some. But if things like nightlife, music scenes, and food culture are on your wish list, you're not going to find a whole lot of it outside of the major cities. The next thing to consider is there is a real high cost of living in certain areas of Montana. I know we get the idea that Montana is cheap, the land is cheap, but when you look at places like Whitefish and Bozeman, some of the more populated areas where people like to go and hang out, especially in the summer, it gets really expensive. Overall, the state is about 6% above the national average for cost of living. And again, I said 6% over the national average cost of living. And real estate in hotspots, like I mentioned before, is extremely competitive. Yes, you can still find affordable land, especially if you're going east of Billings, but don't expect real cheap pricing like you might find in Arkansas or Mississippi. Another major issue here for a lot of people is the lack of educational opportunities. Montana does have a few solid universities, Montana State, University of Montana, but overall the options are pretty slim. And that's a problem if you've got college-age kids or if you're planning some type of long-term family roots. And often, once students leave for college and go out of state, they don't come back. The next reason people typically don't move to Montana is because of public perception. I mean, here I am in a video telling you this is not a good place to move, and these are all the reasons why. It's remote, it's rugged, the climate can be absolutely brutal, and you know, perception's reality. You're sitting here watching this on YouTube, and I'm putting an idea in your head, and that becomes reality for you. For people moving from other urban centers, it can feel like you're stepping 50 years into the past. But for those people seeking safety, silence, isolation, it is a huge selling point. It's not a flaw. Now, I just gave you a lot of cons of Montana, but let me talk about a few of the pros that you're going to have. After all, this may be a place that you're looking to go during your retirement. First of all, with Montana, you have unmatched scenery and nature access. It's absolutely incredible. If you love to hunt, if you love to fish, if you love to hike, just be outdoors in general. Not many places in the United States are going to stack up to what Montana has to offer. The other thing it's going to be great for is really close-knit rural communities. If that's something that you're looking for, those really tight rural communities, really low crime, and plenty of land to spread out, live privately, but also be close enough to other people that you enjoy being around, again, Montana could be a great option for you. Is Montana perfect for you, or is Montana a place you do not want to go to? Well, here's the people it's perfect for. Montana is absolutely perfect for people that are remote workers, that are entrepreneurs, land investors, retirees, homesteaders, people like that, somebody that wants to live off-grid, people that value these things: peace, privacy, access to nature, being self-sufficient, a slow, simple pace of life. If these are the things you're looking for, Montana could be an absolute paradise for you. It's not for everybody, but if it fits, there is nothing else like it. And like I always tell people, if Montana sounds like something that you want to do, but you don't know the first place to start looking there, reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. I've got realtors, I've got contractors all over the United States. That's what I enjoy doing. I love making those connections with people. So even if you just have more questions about specific areas of Montana, or if you have specific needs or specific wants while you're there, let me know. I've got people I can reach out to, and I am more than happy to connect you with them.